Good morning. Welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy. Well, this one's a little bit better because I've already spoken, which kind of was a real croak fest over on Rock's chat. But I think my voice is now a bit well-oiled because it's weird that, isn't it? Well, I've spoken to Gary, so don't get it, really. Never mind. Maybe it was the tea has cleared it a bit, which didn't taste too good. I don't enjoy it at the moment. Really horrible. Even the biscuit tea, can't handle it, so I'm really just doing the one. But it does, maybe I'll just drink some warm water. That might help. Still have the same effect of loosening my my throat off, and probably maybe where it's warm, I don't know, numbs. I don't know. It does have some effect. So perhaps I'll just go over to drinking a bit of warm water. Might have the same effect without the horrible taste. And plus it's probably more beneficial to me not to drink tea anyway. Although I do love it. I'm English, I'm programmed that way. Tea is in my blood. I probably don't have blood, just tea, to be honest with you, the amount I used to drink. So never mind, it won't be drinking that much of it at the moment until something sorts itself out. While Jamie was here, Gary was having sugar in his tea. And so now he's not enjoying tea with the sweetener. So he doesn't really enjoy his tea at the moment. I've been putting sugar in it though, because every time I make him one, we're not strictly speaking on the proper diet track yet because of the way we're having to live at the moment with me anyway. So the only thing really that is a pleasure to eat is soup and ice cream. So that's what I'm going to eat today. I don't think I'll be eating much else. I do have a quiche, so I might eat that. The inside of that's okay. And it depends how soggy the pastry is. But, things like that break down so easy. I might eat some of that. That'll be cool. But mostly I'm going to revert back to the soup because it is hard to get it down and it does hurt. I had roast yesterday at Charlotte's and I was mashing up the veggies in the gravy, so that was, it doesn't really have this consistency of a toddler dinner. But to be honest with you, I'm one of these people that always have had a fork and mashed up and like the combination of a little bit of everything in that slop. It's not slop, but I've always done that anyway, so I just had to make sure I did it a lot more so that everything was along those lines. And I managed turkey and stuffing because turkey really breaks down easy, but she did some beef, but I couldn't eat that. Couldn't eat the beef, so let Gary have the beef. And I didn't tackle things like Yorkshire pudding and baby corn, usually would eat that, or corn on the cob, but I didn't have those things. I just bypassed everything that I thought might be difficult to eat and just had carrots and peas and a bit of broccoli, but I didn't have much broccoli because it was stem broccoli, not easy to mash it. So yeah, I had a nice baby dinner last night. It was it was alright. They did offer to put it in the blender for me like they do for River, but no, I thought that was a little bit too far. But lumps are big. For some reason my throat is even more sore than it normally is. So lumps are a no-no today. Big lumps anyway. So, I don't know, maybe it's where I have been eating more lumpy food. It's, I don't know. I really don't. Kind of at a loss. And I've had some messages from people who say that they've had recurring sore throats themselves and the doctors don't know why. But mine's not recurring. It just don't go away. It just does not go away. And I'm doing everything that they've asked me to do, There's not a minute of the day where I don't have some kind of medication or gargle or, some kind of tablet or, stuff like Gaviscon or tablets of some kind. How I actually fit them all into the day is beyond me, and I drool as well still, which is a pain. Not as bad today, funny enough. But yeah. I don't know how I can fit them all in, and I don't always. And it's not really helping anyway. I don't know how long it's supposed to be before it has improvements, but it hasn't got any so far. I still think I'll end up with them out, personally. If it doesn't improve. I don't know why. Just have this feeling. Although he'd seemed to, the doctor seemed to say I didn't, don't have tonsillitis, but he'd put it in the letter. I think he just didn't want to rush into an operation, to be honest with you. But, and he was saying, I don't want to subject you to something that's not going to be the answer. Because, there is a risk of a bleed. It's like, thanks. Cheers, mate. Really needed to hear that. Anyway, let's get on to the movie quote of the day, because that's far more interesting. Yesterday, only a couple of people got it, so I think it must have foxed you. It was your scientists are so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to think about if they should. It was indeed Ian Malcolm, which was Jeff Goldblum. I do love Jeff Goldblum, You know what? He even made a fly good looking, Anyway, that was Jurassic Park. Tabby Angela got it, Jane and Linda Fairbrother. Now, this one is so easy, but you have to be careful you get the right one. We're not going to make it, are we? Humans, I mean. That was my attempt at returning to the acting. Okay. We're not going to make it, are we? Humans, I mean. So you got to get the character and the right movie. So that's that one. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, that one. Been looking up some really nice recipes. And I don't always do them as they say, I kind of think, just like I do with crochet books. I look through the book and I think, oh, that's nice. I go make my own one that's better than theirs. Or, well, in my eyes, it's better than theirs. Doesn't necessarily mean it is. But I'll look at something and think, oh, I'll make that. But I won't do it that way. So I'm going to do it this way. So been looking up some really nice ones. They all seem to be a bit sloppy, obviously, because, kind of anything crunchy. Unfortunately, there was one piece of my dessert yesterday that was crunchy. And I was like, chewed the bejesus out of it. Seriously, it was no longer crunchy. I thought, I'm going to get this down. But I managed it anyway. But it was nice evening and lots of laughs and it's always good to kind of have a little baby kicking around and dribbling on you and smiling. I was worried at first. I thought I won't be able to pick her up because I was feeling all woozy. But I don't know, getting out and it seemed to cure it. And do you know what I did as well? I took my old painkillers and the drowsiness just went away. But since then I've taken the new ones and I've not been drowsy. So whether on that list of symptoms when they say after a week these will go, maybe it did go. I don't know. Just weird, but the sleepiness went. But having said that, I didn't get up till about 11 o'clock today. So, still, do you know what? I don't know why I'm worried about that, because years and years ago, I used to maybe go to bed at 11 or 12 o'clock and I wouldn't get up until about 10 or 11 or 12. And I think that was normal. So now I'm doing it. I don't think it's normal anymore because I'm so used to having much less sleep. But in fact, it's just the way I used to be. So maybe something's back the way it should be. And it's not actually a problem. It is if I want to get up, though. But having said that, today I got up after a little faff and play with my phone and a little nod off again and then woke up again. And, it wasn't straight away, but I did get up. Whereas yesterday, I had to force myself. I was just in a stupor. One of those comas where you kind of hung around and you're like, no. But yesterday was weird and it did kind of concern me a little bit. So it seems to have gone anyway. Maybe I took them too close together. Because like I say, there's not enough hours in a day to get all those doses in. So maybe I took them in too much of a rapid succession and didn't leave enough time between them. So that might have been the reason. Maybe I have to be careful of that. So anyway, I'm babbling on and that rubbish. So there's going to be, ow, bit my tongue. Don't bite it. It's just, these teeth up here are so sharp. And for some unknown reason, my tongue is grating on them, and it never used to. So either where there's a gap here, well, it's my top teeth, so that's just nonsense. They're moving, maybe. Or where my throat is sore, my tongue is more further forward. And so it kind of rests on them. And that's what caused it all in the first place, I believe. That and COVID tongue, which I do have. I see pictures of people, because I belong to a group, and they all go on about this COVID tongue and how, what can you do? And I'm like, well, you get your toothbrush, right? And you just go, ah, and it all comes off, you know, and then it comes back, but, you know, I don't live with it. I mean, if I was to poke my tongue out now because I've had a cup of tea, it would be disgusting. But as soon as I brush my teeth and I give my tongue a good go, it'll be gone. But COVID tongue can make it be white in appearance and brown, and I have definitely got that. But I don't live with that, you know. I often wonder if that is what makes the bad taste, because obviously I can get my tongue, but I can't get the bit at the back. So maybe that's what causes all the bad tastes and smells that we have. I don't know. Because obviously if you did that, I would just vom everywhere. What a lovely topic of conversation you're giving here today, Tracy. I don't know. So anyway, we'll cease and desist with that one. But yeah. Many joys. COVID is the gift that keeps on giving. That's what I say. I'm going to get off and upload this then, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. And you all stay safe. Stay away from that COVID, because believe me, you don't want all the after effects. Luckily, Gary hasn't got any. Oh, it's so jammy. I could just go smack him. So I'm going to go. Bye for now, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.